Well, Anthony Smith knows he is far from a title shot, but he is waiting until the opportunity to face Alex Poatan someday. The pair have exchanged barbs in the past, but Smith says that is nothing personal. The UFC Poatan light heavyweight champion is currently awaiting his next challenger after beating Jamar Rio in his first title defense at FC 300. Meanwhile, Smith faces the Brazilian in accession Vitor Petrino at FC 301 on May 14th in Rio. If Smith is the top echelon of the division, he thinks a clash against Poatan it would be something intriguing for both of them. Let's just review some barbs they exchanged in the past, and then at Smith's recent interview saying he likes Poatan, quote, "I like what Alex brought to the category. I have a lot of respect for him and his game. I knew it would be a very fun fight against Amble Robert. I thought Alex did very well, but he had a revealing moment at light heavyweight. He's not the big scared monster he was at middleweight. He's a pretty normal guy now. He's special because he's so technical and has incredible striking, but in terms of size and strength doesn't stand out among light heavyweights. I don't think Alex is more powerful and explosive than Alexander Rakic, and he's not stronger than Magomed Cave. These guys are big and powerful. It will no longer be your power and strength that will take you to the top," close quotes. If you just pay attention to Poatan's answer, open quotes again, "I always see him talking bad about me. I don't know what he has against me. He is a guy who is already he criticized other athletes for not making weight, and in the glove fight in Rio de Janeiro he was a reserve and didn't make weight. You can see he didn't take it seriously. He's a fighter, you know how difficult it is. You know what happens, the guy doesn't. Would you rather give credit or at least keep quiet? He's a guy who wants to show up, doesn't show up in fights. He just had a lukewarm fight. No one talks about him. So the guy has to talk nonsense to appear in the media." I said I don't know why he talks badly me, but I start to think a little, and well, a guy who recently arrived at the organization with all this success, thank God, thanks to my work, always doing the right things, then the guy gets frustrated. I'm earning good money fighting for a belt now in another category. Everyone is looking at me, and the guy doesn't get out of it then talking bad about the fighters to see if he shows up a little and gets better visibility. But what view will people have of this guy? People, they're not idiots. They'll see that he's a frustrated guy, unquote. He's a special talent when it comes to the division without strike, which is more interesting with him in it. I said, lots of cool things about him. You're going to talk shit, I guess. That's not how things work. We're just going to shake hands when we meet because you're doing this mid thing and looking for a rival. You want one from a rival, you get one rival right here. I didn't do shit to him. I just said good things about him and his team. I like his coaches. I love Glove to death and many of his training partners. I don't know what I did for this guy. All you care about is what he said. Interview with Sub Michel Radio. Open quotation marks. Yes, he's fun. He and I have exchanged some barbs in the past, and I don't think there's any real problem with that, but there's definitely something between him and me where if given the opportunity we would both take advantage of this. If I can put myself in a position where shit here we are in a difficult situation and things are going well, the moment works out, I think we would both take advantage this opportunity, and I don't know why this happens. I don't know. Real knows real. That's it. I'm one of the few guys who would probably be on fire with him. He knows that will Wizard Medon CEV stay in the stand-up with Alex Pereira and really play his game. Probably doesn't. You know what I mean? What is probably the worst matchup in the category, not just for him, but for everyone else. This guy is kind of a boogeyman floating around out there. But yes, I like to have a bit of stability in the category. I'm not gonna lie, Jam is a friend of mine, so it would be good to see him win the title and get it back, at least to legitimize himself and put himself in a good position. But I like the fights. Pereira, I like Pereira. I like his game. He's fun, unquote. So that's it, guys. Anthony Smith is a killer. Every week he comes up with something new about Poatan. He has to be smart because at UFC Rio he go get Vitor Petrino, who is coming packed and wanting his place among the top of the division. But anyway, what do you think of all this? Leave your opinion in the comments below. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, it helps a lot. A big hug and even more.